Hi everyone! My name is Alyssa and welcome to my channel Retro Furby. So today I'm going to be doing a video on the Dancing Furby video game. So this is a game that came out in 1999 for the Game Boy Color and it was released in Japan only and it was published by Tomy Entertainment. So this is the only console game that is a Furby title. So I'm going to be doing a video on it today and show you what I think and I hope you'll enjoy! So this is what the game looks like. I bought this on eBay and it was $1.99 with $9.99 shipping USD from Japan to the United States. And I got it from a place called Zippangu Game in Japan and it arrived fairly quickly. I was very surprised. They packaged it really nicely and it was tested and so it's supposed to work. So we're going to be starting it up now. And you'll have to excuse my Game Boy. When I was young, I thought I would customize it, so I have a bunch of silver paint all over it. So here is the main menu. Here you can choose between the modes you want to play, so you can do free play. There's also a song creator, and you can select mini games, and you can even play a multiplayer mode. This page shows all the Furbies that you have unlocked so far. There are 13 total Furbies in the game, but you're going to start out with only 4 unlocked. This particular one is going to be set to the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There are 13 known songs in this game, and a lot of them are songs you're probably going to recognize. And I'm making Furby dance by hitting the correct buttons as they scroll across the bottom of the screen. This is a rhythm game or rhythm action game, which is a music-themed genre of video game that challenges your sense of rhythm. Some other popular titles in this genre that you are probably familiar with are Rock Band, Dance Dance Revolution, Just Dance, Beatmania, all of which simulate a performance such as a dance or instrument playing by pressing a sequence of buttons shown on the screen. Here you can choose your game mode, so you can go either easy, normal, or hard. You'll want to pay attention to that bar on the left side of the screen. That is going to be filling up. You want to fill up that meter all the way to the green. So it's going to go from red to yellow, and hopefully you'll hit green by the end of the song. If you hit the wrong keys, it's going to go back down. And if you get a really bad score, you're going to get this screen. Kabu Kudo. On the menu, you'll also find a Furbish dictionary. So this is Furbish to Japanese translations and definitions, so unfortunately it doesn't have English, but it's still pretty cool. As you play this game, you're going to be advancing. So every time you fill up that meter to green on the left side of the screen, you're going to advance to the next game. Your goal is to advance your way to the finals. If you hit a note perfectly, the word Nulu is going to be displayed. If you're just barely off the mark, it's going to say E-Day. And if you're really off, it's going to say Boo. And when you get a Boo rating, the color meter on the left side is going to go down. And it might be a little hard to see, but I think this is the church mouse Furby. He's gray with a white belly and pink ears and orange feet. Another really neat feature is that if you advance to the next round and you're on a Game Boy Color, you'll get this screen. And what this is your Game Boy is sending an infrared signal to your Furby. You can point the infrared port at an adult Furby and press A while on that screen, and it will fart if the game was beaten on easy. It'll play hide and seek, or it'll yawn if it was beaten on medium, and it'll dance if it was beaten on hard. Since Furby Babies can't dance, they'll instead say, "You rock, rock again." And if you do it with a Shelby, they also can't dance, so the Shelby instead will say, "Furby, you boogied." If you press B, it'll just exit out and move on. So by pressing B, it's going to move me on to a mini game, and this is the slot machine mini game. And this kind of reminds me a lot of the slot machines you used to be able to play in the older Pokemon games. Every time I've played the slot machine minigame, it's always started me out with 3 points or coins, whatever you want to call them. You can see this in the lower right portion of the screen. And so you just keep going over and over and trying to get some matches. And you press A to stop each one of these 3 from moving. And so I haven't really been able to figure out how to match them yet. Every time I usually end up just running out of my coins. So I don't know what you receive if you do a good job on this. But anyway, once you are done with your mini game, you're going to be at the final. And so the final is going to be Ride and Dean. Ride and Dean is one of the many songs you have access to during the game. Some other songs you can play are London Bridge, A Stroll in the Clouds, For Elise, Jingle Bells, a lot of different songs that are pretty familiar. As you advance, the game's going to get a little bit harder. You'll also notice that the Furby presented here is the leopard Furby. So it's got light gray with black spots, and it's got a pale pink belly and ears, as well as orange feet. I believe this game came out after Generation 2's release, so the Furbys that you see in this game are all Generation 1 and Generation 2 adult Furbys from 1998 and 1999. So I filled up the green bar on the final, and so that means that you have finished the game, and so it's going to just restart you at the beginning. If you're able to beat the easy mode, now you can go back and play it on normal or hard. Here is where you can play with the song creator. On this page you can click the different buttons and it'll play different notes. When you're done messing around with the keyboard, you can go back to the other mode that's in the song creator, and that'll actually allow you to create your song. You can only save 2 songs, so you'll have to overwrite one of them if there are already some save files here. Because I got my game used, it already had 2 files that were already saved, so I could either play those ones or I can create my own. So here is the editor where you can choose what notes, and you can choose spaces between them. You can put them really close together and make it really difficult, or just make it really simple and easy like I am right now. Because Dancing Furby can be played in multiplayer mode, you have the option to be able to trade these custom songs or give these custom songs to a friend. As you can see, my song was super simple, so now afterwards you have the option to name it. So I can name it after myself to show that I'm the one who created this song file. And I believe it converted my name to Japanese, which is okay. When you go to this page of unlocked Furbies, you can click on them and then you can play a game mode with that certain color of Furby. So here I chose the Dalmatian Furby to play with so I could see what it looks like in game. Another selection on this menu is going to land you on this screen here. Though I'm not entirely positive, this has to be the multiplayer page, and it won't let me select anything because I am not hooked up to another Game Boy. The 13 Furbies that you can unlock in this game are the Witch's Cat, Wolf, Snowball, Giraffe, Church Mouse, Leopard Furby, Dalmatian, Tiger, Owl, Zebra, Skunk, Year 2000, and Bear. The graduation Furby also makes an appearance in this game, but it only appears in the credits, so it is not playable. The most difficult Furby to unlock in this game is the year 2000 Furby with the Spaceship Dance Arena, and to do this you have to beat the game on hard and you have to fill that meter up fully in every single song, so it's not an easy feat. Now I'm going to try connecting to my Furbys. So this was on easy mode. Then I went and tried on normal game mode. Based on the phrases he's saying, I can't really tell if he's connecting and if his infrared sensor is working or not, because I've never connected this Furby to another Furby before or to my Game Boy, so I'm going to try with another Furby. So this is completing hard mode. So my Juicy Grape Furby definitely is connecting, and it's dancing just the way it's supposed to. I attempted to connect my Spring Furby Baby, but it appears that the sensor doesn't work on this one, and I believe I've tried to get this one to work before with the sensor, and it wasn't working when it was trying to connect to another Furby. And then I tried to connect my primary Furby Baby, but I hadn't turned this one on before, and the gears were so loud that you couldn't even hear what he was saying. My only other Furby Baby that's out of box that I could try using doesn't work, so unfortunately I can't show you what the Furby Baby would sound like if you were to win on hard mode. So in conclusion, I want to talk a little bit about some things I liked about the game, some things I think could either be better or would be considered cons to this game. So I like that there is a goal or ability to advance in this game. So with the ultimate goal being unlocking that year 2000 Furby and the space station. Another thing is that the gameplay is easy and the songs are pretty catchy. A lot of the songs you'll recognize. Another thing is that it interacts with the 1998 adult Furbys, Furby Babies, and Shelbys. I think that's a really great feature to have, and it's really interesting. It's not too hard to catch on to this game, even if you don't know Japanese. I know no Japanese at all, and I was still able to play it just fine. Also, the mini games are fun, and it keeps the game from being too repetitive. Some cons of this game are that because it came out in 1999, it only features the Generation 1 and 2 Furbys, which makes it kind of more of the plain colors of Furbys, and I would really like to see more of the colorful Furbys that came out after that time, so I think it would have been really neat if they had came out with a sequel after this game, so I think it's unfortunate that they didn't do that. I think it could have been really popular, so that's a bummer. The only other downside I see to this game is that because it only came out in Japan, it doesn't have a way to translate the game to another language. I don't think they really assumed that it would have been a worldwide thing like it is now. Now a lot of collectors own this game, and I think they would really enjoy it if they were able to have it in their native language. So I do wish that it had a wider release than just Japan. Alright, so that concludes this video on the Dancing Furby Game Boy Color game. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the gameplay and the Furby interactive portion of the game. If you want to see more Furby videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel, where I post Furby related content such as unboxing videos, reviews, collection updates, and stuff like that. Thanks, see you next time!